My name is Josephine. I prefer she, her, hers pronouns. And I study abroad through the Salamanca faculty taught program. So I'm an international student from Taiwan. And before going abroad, I was only a linguistics major, but the experience in Spain kind of led me to pursue a double major, so now I'm a linguistics Spanish double major. From my social circle, most of the people that I knew were studying abroad weren't international people, and most of us, since we have to pay already higher tuition to come to UMass as an international students, we don't really think about studying abroad. We're just trying to focus on being here. And there's also the issue of, if I go abroad through the school, the visa thing is going to be so much more complicated. So I think it's something that me and my friends just don't really think about. So once we got to Spain, I was already a lot more comfortable with it, since as an international student, you probably fly to the States by yourself, and then you're used to over winter break, if you want to do something, you're not going to travel with your family, you're traveling with yourself or your friends. So planning out solo trips or even just walking around town, you're kind of used to that, and maybe being more independent as just a traveler in general. So that was something that turned out to be really nice. So I wasn't as worried, and I was able to explore the city a lot. Yeah, and it because you're already international student in the US, you also get used to the culture shock aspect of traveling. So when I got there, I felt it was easier for me to just dive into it and then see what happens. It was more relaxing than I thought it would be. So during a lot of the time at Salamanca, since I was staying with a home mom, we would just be talking at dinner time or breakfast time about all sorts of things. She would ask oh, how's life in the US? Or, oh, you're from Taiwan, right? What do you think about life there versus studying in the United States? And then now that you're here, what do you think about Spain? Things like that. It kind of made me think of the point that, we are from different places and we speak different languages, but a lot of times, because we are human, we will think very similar things, and we have certain lifestyle choices that are very much the same as other people across the world, and that's really cool to see. Even though I was comparing a lot of Spanish culture to Taiwanese culture and how it's different from the US, every culture has its good sides and its downsides. So being able to get another view of a culture, so adding on Spanish culture to my worldview, you get more options to pick from how you maybe want to live your own life. One thing I did that I think Taiwan is more similar to the US about is the work culture. We're very focused on productivity and efficiency, whereas Spain, they're more about living to live instead of living to work. And so everything was more relaxed, and it just seemed like something that I want to incorporate into my life more, taking more time to myself to relax, or just trying to commit myself to things that make me happy instead of things that I feel I want to do. And I feel that's, I don't know, not something that I get to do naturally in college. So I think everyone should get that experience to try for themselves, and maybe you'll find yourself resonating with another culture. This is in general for if you're an international student thinking about studying abroad. There's so many reasons to do it, honestly. One, because if you're stressed about paying high tuition, a lot of the programs at UMass are less expensive per semester than you would be paying at UMass's campus. So if you want to take this opportunity to travel and get your requirements filled, or just take classes in a cool new location, definitely think about that. And also, if you're doing it through a partnered organization, them, along with IPO, will be able to answer a lot of your questions about visa, or if you need financial aid, all of that. There's always possibility for you to get help. So if you're stressed out about, I want to study abroad, or you've never even thought about it, just take a look. You never know if that's something that you will change how your college experience is.